Hey guys, welcome back to Shin Megami Tensei 4 Apocalypse. And in this episode, we're going to clear out the remainder of the Kanda No Yashiro. But before we get into that, a lot has changed in between episodes. Now, my main character is level 18, and as a result, we've been able to recruit a lot of new different demons. But most importantly, now Nanashi has access to 2 of the 4 Tier 2 magic spells in the form of Zyanga and Zanma. This matters a lot at this stage in the game. Since I have 91 magic, our main character is kind of going to be doing some damage, but we got these spells by negotiating with different demons. Most notably, I now have access to Gu Huanyao, who is about to pass on Agilao, and I'm really looking forward to that. It'll replace Agi, most likely, and also Makakaja, which is really, really nice to have. Outside of that, we also got Tobio. He's okay. He has Zyanga. I already inherited all of his stuff that I wanted. Really, I just can't recommend getting this spell enough. And now that's been taken care of, I guess it's time to get started here. Now, the remainder of Kanda No Yashiro honestly isn't too troubling. There is one encounter I still really do want to avoid though, which is a horde encounter with a bunch of brutes. Mostly Ipondatara, that fish guy, and some Oni. Yeah, it's a giant pain in the butt, so hopefully we don't encounter that, but if we do, we still are prepared now that we have access to Tabio. But anyways, now that we obtain the crest from those angels in the previous episode, it's time to put it into its proper spot behind the waterfall where the crest goes. So yeah, let's put it in, because if we don't, we kind of can't progress through the dungeon, and well, that obviously wouldn't be any good.
Whoa, it opened up! Looks like there's some sort of path. Let's go, Nanashi!
Now this is the floor where I encounter that demon horde that I was discussing a couple of moments ago, and hopefully this is not... oh boy. There they are! Yeah, so this is really troubling. This demon horde, they're weak to electricity, and that's kind of it. And they also have attacks that can pretty much rip through my team, even at the level they are at now. Now here's the issue. If you encounter this horde, you cannot run. There's literally nothing you can do. Luckily for us though, now that we have Zyanga, and well, Mazan and also Makakaja, we can kind of beat them relatively easily, but here's the problem. Yeah, here come the reinforcements. Now, from what I can gather, you can get up to 3 or even more encounters with this horde. Now, we're dealing with them relatively easily, but your mileage may vary. These guys can tear through your party if you're not prepared. So basically what the game's trying to say is, hey, you should really get Zyanga on like probably all your demons. And that's going to play importance in the later half of this video. But luckily for me, we're doing all right for ourselves. And okay, we only got 2. Thank goodness. And that is also going to give me at level 19. Although I didn't want that experience quite yet. But I'll talk about that a little bit later. We can get even more magic. Oh my gosh, we're almost halfway full with our magic. But hey, we can keep going up. And Tarunda. Okay, that decreases attack. And normally that's kind of good, but since I like making videos, I usually opt to decrease the opponent's defense instead of attack, since I'm not really worried about that. But, it's kind of good if you want that. But now that we've cleared them out, hopefully we don't get a repeat encounter. That'd be really obnoxious, because I want to try and preserve some of my MP for the next fight that we have to do, which is coming up really soon. And let's go. Oh man, come on. Now you're getting the general picture of what this dungeon involves. Get the crest, go through the waterfall. Pretty simple. Although things are gonna start to get a little more complicated as I could, but luckily for us, we have healers. That's why I really wanted to get as much stock as possible, because even demons such as Huampo, who aren't gonna see combat anymore just because really they don't have much to offer, you can still have them in the background and help you out later in life. You know, that's how I kind of see it. And well, there isn't a whole lot going down here. There's a relic and some purple crud. I prefer Sunny D personally, but you know me.
Wait!
What's up, Nanashi?
'Tis poison, just like Naraku. Be sure to have a means to cure poison. I shudder to think what would befall you if you're not careful. Of course, such a thing is no obstacle for the great Navarre.
Come on, Nanashi, get a move on.
Well, I'd suggest you take caution.
So yeah, SMT4 has this really weird obsession with making like a lot of tiles poison. Like, I'm not even kidding, in the last game, every other square foot was poison in downtown Tokyo. I don't really know why, but luckily for us, we have a demon that can get rid of poison in the form of the skill Poison Moody. It's really nice. I like it. Also, we have more healers. So even though we took some damage by stepping on those tiles, it's not a big deal. Now, for this next battle, I can't recommend this enough. Simply abuse one skill that Napaya gets by default. Mirror Karen. It's pretty much charm. It makes this next battle a complete joke. So we're going to be using her, and then probably fusing her away, because she's kind of getting a little outdated, but you can sense something up ahead. Oh, I hope it's another battle.
I am Ose. By Lord Lucifer's decree, I will murder any and all who try to take this crest. Consider yourselves warned. Turn around and leave this place immediately. I will paint my twin blades with your blood.
The next battle is against Ose, who, yeah, he's a leopard in a thong, but he's also a fallen angel who's weak to, yeah, being charmed, and I cannot wait for you guys to see the dialogue that's about to happen. But yeah, basically, this guy hits like a complete truck. All of his physical attacks are going to do a ridiculous amount of damage, and to my knowledge, he doesn't even have a weakness. So that's where things get kind of rough. Luckily for us, though, he's so weak to charm that he might not actually ever hit us, which would be great. And oh, well, that happened. Yeah. Also, he can counter, but he'll hit himself a lot, and he'll rarely attack us. And we already got that. Yeah, so this battle's a complete joke. If you have Napea, like, you pretty much win, like, realistically. I don't even have to heal here. There's no way I can lose this battle. It's just kind of over. I know I sound super cocky, but no, I'm serious. Like, he's just gonna keep hitting himself on both of his turns for the most part. It'd be pretty surprising if he doesn't, because he's just that weak to charm. And okay, he's gonna skip his turn. I'm not gonna lie though, the assist attacks make this game extremely forgiving. Like, just the fact we can sometimes just skip entire turns of the enemy. It's kind of nuts. And hopefully, yes, we'll smirk. Okay, so this turn, he honestly should bite the dust. Like, he doesn't have a giant HP pool, given the fact that he's just one opponent, and he's a mini-boss. So, yeah, really just bring someone with Mirror Karen, and if you don't have that, just get somebody. It's not too tough, and awesome. So finally, we're gonna get access to the upgraded fire spell, and also Makakaja, which is going to be really, really interesting later on in this episode. But alright, we got the second orb, and oh man, I thought she was gonna... Eventually she's gonna get another skill, and we pick up the glimmering orb. You obtain the Mirror Crest.
Looks just like the other one we found. Maybe this will open another path. We're making progress.
We're making really, really good progress, actually, but I honestly need to go see the Spirit Healer again, and I hate poison because it stops me from moving. That shouldn't make sense, but it does, I guess, in SMT logic, whatever. Alright, how the heck do we get out of here? Well, this looks like a path we could take, and in fact it is. Oh gosh, don't, okay. I'm gonna be on the safe side this time and remove the poison from my party and heal up. Then I'm gonna turn around and destroy this demon. Jeez, it's a good thing I did. That was another horde battle. God, I barely survived that one. My goodness. Alright, we need to go see the Spirit Healer ASAP. But honestly, the dungeon's kind of over, actually. And yeah, I don't think I need to show this waterfall segment again. And alright, now that we're all healed up and ready to go, there's something I need to do. So, I'm gonna be totally honest with you. Napaya, after that battle, seems probably really useful. but sadly not useful enough, so we're going to be fusing her away, but unfortunately, we don't have any demons that I really want to fuse her with on me right now. So now, we're going to talk about something very special in the Cathedral of Shadows, the Compendium.
Going to view the Demon Compendium, eh? Good. The Demon Compendium is a grimoire that records your demon data. Not only can you peruse the data for demons you fused or befriended, you can also summon those demons in exchange for Maka. Filling the Demon Compendium also brings me tremendous personal satisfaction, so use it to your heart's content.
And yeah, he pretty much said everything that needed to be said about this. Basically, you can register your demons here and summon them later on so that they retain their stat increases. You'll notice I didn't do this earlier with some of my other demons because, frankly, I really didn't care. Because as a demon grows stronger, so does its summon cost. And I wanted to keep summon costs for some demons a little bit low. But now that's not really an issue. Let's register all of our current demons so their stat increases will be saved and carry over to other demons. But for right now, we need to summon the demon Omaraki. And wow, he's all the way at the bottom. So yeah, it doesn't really cost too much since he's basically the level we first saw him. But we're going to combine him with Napaya. And yeah, we're fusing a chicken with a fairy. And that gives us a Gathian. Now, you don't need to fuse this demon necessarily to get this result, but I really want to pass on Resist Ice. And what else do we want? Aggie, Zon. I guess Marikaran ain't bad either. Although I don't know how this demon in a pod is going to charm anybody, but we need this demon so we can get Zionga onto a different demon once I hit level 20 to make the next boss fight super, super easy. However, we're also going to need Apsaros to do that, so can I create her from anything? Let me look really fast. I think if I combine maybe Centaur. Oh, yeah, we can. Okay, that's lucky. So I also need this demon, so I might as well create it right now. Diorama, Makakaja, Agilo, because why the heck not? Marikaran. The skills don't really matter. Mostly I just need Makakaja and Diorama on this demon, because we don't have access to those skills yet, and hopefully they'll transfer over to the next demon, which will be nice, and sure, I guess. Okay, but now you can see the demon that I'm planning to create, which is Jack Frost. However, I'm not a high enough level yet, which is kind of bumming me out, but we'll get there in due time. So the Demon Compendium is really nice because you don't have to have all the demons with you that you need to complete a fusion. You can simply resummon the demons that you acquired earlier and bring them out into your stock when you need them for fusion, which is pretty nice, and please don't fight me, thank you. Yeah, so now that we have the second crest, it's time to put it into the seal, so we can get access to the other part of the dungeon, and go fight more demons, and get more horde battles. I can't stick here, I'm so salty, not really salty, but you know what I mean. But yeah, now we're gonna move on to the final part of the dungeon, which, yeah, involves the Jade Dagger again, which means more Navarre, yay, and luckily Atlas understands me as a gamer and realizes I hate seeing animations continually if they're the same exact thing what I just saw. And I wonder, can we destroy this thing? No, we hit it. That's okay though, I don't mind a little bit of extra EXP on my Agathian, and I believe I'm going the wrong way. Man, I really hope I get Estoma Sword quickly, because these repeated counters are kind of getting annoying, but that's what's over here if you're at all curious. But for right now, we kind of need to clear this place. And, oh crud. We got trapped. Okay, I skipped the tutorial to get trapped, but yeah, if you don't press X fast enough, you'll get teleported away. God dang it. Oh my gosh. Well, that's a mild inconvenience, but luckily for us, we already opened up the path from the other segment, so it's not all bad. Although the Jade Dagger is going to run out of energy, so I really hope I don't need that anymore. But yeah, so far we're not doing too terribly bad here, I guess. So far the horde encounters have been pretty manageable, but we're moving on to the second basement floor. Now the remainder of this place isn't really anything too difficult. You kind of just need to navigate your way over to the final thing. No, it's dex increase, or incense, not one. I guess it's kind of both, isn't it? But that's pretty nice to pick up. That looks like an area we could actually go through, but sadly you can't. So there's another Jade Dagger wall. Basically, we need to backtrack a bit and get the power spot again, just so we can activate that. And crud, I really want this chest, but I'm pretty sure I'm gonna get ambushed. I can't wait though till we get to the point where ambushes aren't really gonna matter anymore because we're gonna pretty much be indestructible. And we're soon at getting to that point, believe it or not. I know this playthrough just started, but eventually my main character will just be a complete monster, but not for a little while, I guess. But for the time being, that'll have to wait. We're still on J Dagger duty, so let's take this to the wall that we have to destroy. And where are the credits? I'm losing my sense of direction in here, but this place actually does a really good job of making it seem very large and grand when in actuality, and I hate you stinking demons, god dang it. And seriously, another horde battle, gosh. It's not even that they're hard, it's just you can't run away from them. It's so annoying, but yeah, we'll open that up. I almost forgot about the treasure chest. What on earth was I talking about? Oh yeah. My main character is going to be pretty ridiculous later on in the game because finding a character in this game specifically that's able to use all the different types of magic and have a high affinity with them is next to impossible. And also, this is an area we've already been to. So why am I going up the stairs, you're asking me? Well, I do a lot of things I'm not supposed to. Like go in that hole. That was kind of... Actually, no, it didn't really do anything. But the actual final... It's just here. I don't know why. It's just hanging out. It's kind of different. I thought there'd be another battle, but no. This is where the orb is. It's kind of different, but hey, different's cool sometimes.
All right! That should be the last one, right? Let's see what this unlocks.
And alright, finally we have the last crest we need, and please don't find me. Oh gosh. That demon's not even hard, it's just annoying. It's Pele if you're all curious, but yeah. Now that we have all these crests, we're pretty much done here in the Kanda No Yashiro. Well, except for one major boss fight, which we're gonna be preparing for real soon. Like, right after I put this glyph in the wall, basically, that soon. And yes, let's put... Why would we not put the crest in? I mean, we already put the other ones in, right? Kind of silly to stop now. Just saying. Anyways. To prepare for this next fight, we're going to have to do a little bit of extra training. Luckily for me, those horde battles have been leveling me up pretty nicely, but honestly, I'm not liking the way the party is right now. And I still need to combine Agathian with Apsaris once it finally learns Ziyanga, which, well, I guess I'll meet you guys once I have completed all of my preparations for this next boss fight. So be right back. And lucky for me, that did not take very long at all to reach level 20 and for Agathian to finally inherit Ziyanga. But now that he has, it's time to create our next demon, Jack Frost, who isn't really known for using Ziyanga, but we're gonna make him use it anyway, since he's a demon at level 20 with 36 magic, which is pretty darn rare. Now, the next demon that we are going to be fighting in this episode is weak to Ziyanga, and we want to exploit that weakness as much as we can. As badly, though, as I want to pass on Agilao, it just isn't smart, since at the moment Jack Frost just has -5 affinity with Aggie's skills, so that looks fine to me. Let's fuse our next demon, and hopefully he's still not upset over the whole fairy fountain incident.
Glad to meet you.
He seems happy. Glad to meet you too, Jack Frost. God, he can never be upset to see this guy. But with this demon, we are going to be doing a sort of different strategy to take down this next boss. Now, Jack Frost is resistant to ice. So is Nanashi, and so is the mermaid. However, Tobio is not. In fact, it's weak to ice, which means the boss will most likely use its ice skill very often. However, it's not going to do a lot of damage to us since 3 out of the 4 of us are resistant to that element, which is really the strategy I recommend going into this next battle. Honestly, just abuse the fact that the AI can only be so smart and understand what you're doing. Now, it is true that the opponent does have incredibly strong physical attacks and incredibly strong force attacks, but 9 times out of 10, if we get a bit lucky, it's just gonna use the ice attack. And wow, this is a really long drop. Kind of reminds me of the Naraku. In fact, I kind of wonder if this place is just the Naraku reskin. But at any rate, make sure you also bring Navarre with you as your partner. His Rakukaja and Tarukaja attacks are gonna help you out a ton. And well, now that we've discussed all that, it's time to enter the final chamber of the Kanda No Yashiro. Man, there it is, the Ark. And wow, this room is stinking huge. It's pretty crazy, actually. This is all down here, but yes, we finally made it to the Ark.
That must be the Ark Odin told us about.
halt! I am Sukuna Hikona. This shrine is where we Kuritsu come, the ancestral gods of these lands, seal away the most dangerous foreign demons. Why have you come to this sacred place? Thought as much. You are about to make a very grave mistake.
What do you mean?
No doubt Odin's machinations have steered you to these sacred grounds. Others among the Kunitsukami may lap up the Allfather's lies, but I know better. To unseal the armies, to betray the world. I will put you ignorant fools in the grave before I let you utter in ruin! There are good and bad aspects of this country. This situation is certainly adding to the bad. I cannot address all of them, but I can contain what's in my opinion. See?
Is that his power I feel? If we're gonna win, we need to give it our all.
Don't worry, I plan to. Guys, this is the battle versus Sukuna Hikona, the Guardian of the Ark. And luckily for me, he is weak to Zeo, and okay, the first Zeo connected, that is really good. Now, Mermaid here doesn't really have a lot that can touch this opponent outside of Mazan, and I really don't want to use that attack right yet, so let's just get Rakukaja up and just wait a little bit. Now, on our second turn with Jack Frost, we're actually going to not use another Zyanga, and instead go for Makakaja, because over time, this is going to do a ton of damage if we get 4 Makakajas up. By pressing X, you can see all of our buffs and our debuffs, and currently we're +1 with magic and defense, and I'd like to keep it that way, so let's get another Rakukaja going. Hopefully Navarre will cast Makakaja, that'd be kind of nice, and okay, I think, okay, if that hits, yeah. Nanashi will get to use another Zyanga. Not a bad first turn, but now we have to survive his attack, which can be pretty darn strong, and okay, we didn't get Makakaja, but that's okay. What's it gonna do? Alright, so we cast Rakunda, that's okay, so now we're down to +1 Infernal Hail. So this is what we're trying. Oh my god, that's so lucky. That's what we're trying to get him to do. Now, Infernal Hail is a very strong Bufu attack that can lower our evasion. And luckily for us, Tobio actually dodged it, which is insane. Let's go for another Rakukaja though, since we lost our previous buff. Now, we don't have a dedicated healer at the moment, so this could get a little dicey, but so far we're doing really, really good damage at this stage of the game. We're gonna go for another Zyanga. And oh gosh, I hope I don't beat him too fast before we get to see his dialogue option. That would really suck, but yeah, a smirked Zyanga from my main character. 200 damage at this stage of the game. I can hardly believe it. Rakukaja would be kind of a waste since we're already +3. Let's go for a Mazan instead, since we can't really skip a turn. It's not going to do a ton, but that's enough damage. Another Makakaja. So far, this battle could not be going better. Let's get another Zyanga in. Awesome.
Why must you unseal the ark? The one sealed here will bring evil to your world. Evil you cannot even imagine. More gods will only create more confusion and chaos. And yet, you still wish to unseal the ark? Do you not understand the gravity of this situation?
Now this is a turning point in the battle. Sukuna Hikona will act differently depending on which dialogue option you pick. If you completely ignore him, you will gain no buffs and neither will he. However, if we pick we're doing this for humanity, our assist gauge will be filled and Sukuna Hikona will also get an attack increase. And if you pick the middle option, Dogda will say something and he'll just get an attack increase. So I'm picking the top option.
I knew I could count on you! That's my boy!
Thanks, I guess, Navarre? Navarre trusts us. The assist gauge has been filled.
So, you will challenge the gods themselves on behalf of mankind. Your Your blind faith and ignorance is a horrifying show of selfishness. I have no choice but to make you obey.
And here comes Sukuna Hikona's Tarukaja buff. Yeah, so now things might get a little dicey. Luckily for us, though, we're going to get some free damage, and his next turn will be skipped. I appreciate the Dia, and okay, awesome, we got Makakaja up. So far, I think we're 2 and 3 with buffs. That's really, really good. And yes, you were very helpful, Asahi, so awesome. We skipped his next turn, and wow, I'm completely destroying him. My god, alright. Assuming our next attack doesn't... Oh my... I've never, ever had an easier time with this opponent. I'm not kidding. This guy is really, really powerful. He's pretty much considered the Minotaur of this game if you've played the previous Shin Megami Tensei. But we're just making him look like a complete joke. Oh my god. I think we're gonna beat him in record speed. I'm seriously dumbfounded. I did not think I would beat him this easily. That's kind of insane. We didn't even get to see his other attack. I can't even believe that. But you know what? A win's a win.
Suppressing violence through power only ever breeds dissent. Perhaps this is retribution. For centuries of ruling with force, it assured me of regrets.
And that concludes the battle in the Kanda No Yashiro. We defeated a guardian deity of Japan. Not sure that was a good idea, but down he goes.
We did it! Now we can open the Ark! Come on, let's get a closer look.
Yeah, based on what Sukuna Hikona said, I'm pretty sure this is a bad idea, but... I mean, we've already come this far, right?
This must be the Ark, right?
You've done well to make it here and defeat the Guardian of the Ark, human. Well done, scion of Lord Doctor. Now, break the seal.
Lord Doctor?
All you need to do to break the seal is to touch the stone. That is, if you truly intend to save Tokyo. Only a human can break the seal. Now, finish your mission.
I'm starting to think this is a bad idea, Nanashi.
Quickly, break the seal.
Wait, let's think this through!
Will you allow all of your efforts to be for naught? Destroy the seal.
What the? Is the Ark the floor?
Yes, this is all part of the Ark. It's been too long, Krishna.
The stage is set. The threads of destiny have been undone. I decree to all the gods of the divine powers that the time for salvation has come.
The divine powers? Salvation? The heck are they talking about?
You have performed admirably. Take your reward.
Oh. So I guess Odin's Maka offering in the beginning was kind of a bribe, and yeah, I don't think we did a good thing here. I guess all my demons are gonna level up to try and mitigate some of the drama going on. We finally learned Medea. Now this is a little controversial, but I'm actually gonna be replacing Makakaja for that for the time being. And oh man, can't forget, gotta pass on Bafula as well. And yeah, my main character's gonna be pretty stinking strong, and we're probably gonna need to be strong for what's gonna happen next.
Come, Odin. We must find Flynn as soon as possible.
Wait, what do you want with Flynn?
Child, fear not. I am not your enemy. Believe in me, and I shall grant you salvation.
Yes, but to do so, Flynn must submit to our cause.
What do you mean submit to your cause?
Farewell, Doctor. May our paths cross again. And off he goes. Kid, things are about to get real interesting real fast. Be ready.
You owe me an explanation! Who are you? And what shall become of Flynn? I fear I may have chosen poorly who to possess.
This is bad, Manashi. They played us. Big time. What have we done? I just wanted to make a name for myself as a hunter, not this. Yeah, you're right. This isn't the time. They said Flynn was going to Ginza, right? We need to beat them there. Warn Flynn!
And like Dagda said, things are gonna start to get really, really interesting and already completed. Oh, I guess we finished a challenge quest? We did a lot of damage, we're gonna get free stuff. Wow, we're just getting EXP for days here, goodness, but yeah. Pretty safe to assume we didn't help Tokyo by freeing Krishna, but oh well, we can't change the past. We can only look towards the future. And in the next episode of Shin Megami Tensei 4, Apocalypse, we meet Flynn in the Ginza. Thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you in the next episode. Bye.